Why exactly should Mr. Ford listen to you?
Because we've been thinking wrong. Ferrari, now they've won 4 out of the last 5 Le Mans. We need to think like Ferrari.
Ferrari makes fewer cars in a year than we make in a day. You want us to think like them.
Enzo Ferrari will go down in history as the greatest car manufacturer of all time. Why? Is it because he built the most cars? It's because of what his cars mean. Victory. Ferrari wins at Le Mans. People, they want some of that victory. What if the Ford badge meant victory?
Welcome to the show. Tamir is here bringing you quality content, mindset, and disciplines to learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make them. Please click that like button and put that notification bell on so you can stay up to date. Many people have been saying they haven't gotten my videos, and that's probably because they don't have the notification bell on. Let's get started.
I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up.
As you saw in that clip, people want victory. They remember victory. Ford is an amazing American car company that it's not going anywhere. And why am I making this video on Ford? Because, you know, it's a different kind of investment. I'm generally a momentum stock trader. I don't normally buy into dividend-based stocks, although my accountant keeps telling me I got to stack up some dividend stocks. So I was thinking about it over the last few months, and I had purchased some Ford calls when they were at, about $11, and it ran up to a little over 13, and I got out of them, kept a few leaps, because I believe Ford has a very bright future ahead of it. Have you driven a Ford lately? Well, I personally haven't, but I know a lot of people that have. If you drive through America, you'll see Ford has a very large percentage of the market, somewhere around 15% to be accurate, and 5% of all global cars. Like I said, I'm not a dividend stock investor, but I started scaling into Ford myself. I think that dividend stocks can keep stability and continuous growth. I'm more of a momentum trader, but Ford is something I'd like to talk about. It has currently a dividend of 4.54% before the pre-market, up about 7 cents at $13.27. We're going to get into the chart in a minute. Famous commercial. Have you driven a Ford lately? Well, Ford pickups are all over. Ford jumped into the EV market after Tesla pushed it. Is not doing amazing, although their biggest sale was an EV car. The Ford market is going to do great now that the EV credits have been removed, that people are all about America first in the United States, and the tariffs are hitting everything around it. A 52-week high of Ford, $13.97. 52-week low, $8.44. It's already past the Golden Cross, past all its points, and it's aiming back to reach its new high. Ford has been at a much higher price in the past. In an era where open road symbolizes freedom and resilience, few brands embody the American spirit like the Ford Motor Company. Now, as the nation's leading homegrown automaker, Ford isn't just building vehicles. It's fueling jobs, innovation, economic vitality. It's a brand in America that's not going anywhere. Like you drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi. RC Cola just didn't do it. Ford is that brand, from America first to America. As rates go downward, people are going to buy cars. I personally have bought cars mostly in November, which is right now. Why November? Because that's when you get a lot of these car deals. We have looming reduction of interest rates. The government looks like it's opening up again. I think Ford is poised for a beautiful end of 2025 and a wonderful continuance in 2026. For income-focused investors, Ford delivers reliable returns. I think the company's quarterly dividend currently stands at 15 cents per share. It's very attractive. The stock is not priced very high. It's around 13 bucks. So the payout ratio is very good. Additionally, Ford has a lot of room for growth and upside. It's been at a much higher price than it is now. So it's like a dividend stock that could act as a growth stock for a very short period of time. It's not just a name, it's a badge. It's a staple in driveways nationwide. People take pride in their Ford trucks and their pickups. As far as Ford's U.S. standing on cars, it has a 15.6% market share of vehicles on the road. The Ford F-150 leads the pack at 3.7%, with the Explorer at 1.3% behind it. New sales in October were 1.83 million units. That's up 6.6%. Trucks and SUVs, they are driving the growth for this. The market share is tremendous. It's number 3, though, behind GM and Toyota. Toyota's my father's favorite brand, by the way, and he's a mechanic. Says they make great cars. Ford, right now, with the dividend and everything, and a global share of 5% with 4.4 million units in 2023. I don't have the 2025 data. It's amazing. Ford is the American-made muscle. Okay, they are producing 80% of U.S. sold vehicles statewide. They employ more hourly auto workers than any other rival and exported 260,000 American-made cars in 2024. And it's not just policy. Tariffs affect everybody, including Ford. But with its patriotism in motion, Ford sustains 9.7 million jobs and are a $1 trillion impact to the economy. That's not to be taken lightly. Now, interest rates, high rates affect car companies, and with them coming down, Ford sales will go up. They have one of the cheapest vehicles on the market right now, and they are continuing to come out with cheaper vehicles. Them and Tesla are taking over both the EV markets and the non-EV markets. Although Ford has dipped its feet into the EV market with record sales for its company in that regard, they're a non-EV company that's going to hold America up with the gas guzzling, America driving people. They provide a lot of jobs, a lot of stability, a dividend. They are the safe play. And now with car season coming and the 3.9%, 36-month and the 0% APR promos that are coming out, I think Ford's going to see a huge increase towards the end of the year. Let's get into the charts. I just discovered this feature on TradingView. You see Ford is considered a strong buy. You can flip it by time frames. Like you go to the 1 minute, and you see that the oscillator moves up to more of a buy, showing some momentum right now. You go into the daily chart, strong buy. Right now, Ford is sitting at a very nice price of $13.26 in the pre-market from $13.21 close. If you look back at the charts, you'll see it's been making, steadily going higher and higher, dipping down, going back up, dipping down, going back up. If you go back to its 50-day moving average, roughly around 1285 right over here. That would be a great dip buy if you wanted to buy the stock and you thought it was going to, head back on the dip. Personally, I don't think it is. If it did, I'd probably buy some 1 month out calls on it. I think right now, December calls would be very good, but buying the stock is the only way you're going to get the dividend. I like leaps because I think this has some growth potential, but I'm going to be picking up some of this stock. Right now, it is sitting at a very nice price in comparison to where it's been. It ran up, came down, ran up, came down, ran up, came down. This stock is doing fantastic right now. Now, Ford has a forward PE of 9, very, very bullish. The RSI is neutral to bullish around 58. The MACD is looking good, bullish. And the Bollinger Bands currently, it's in the upper middle area. It has breakout potential. Right now, if it breaks out, we're going to see new highs on Ford. It may pull back first, like I said, to the 50-day, roughly around 1185 is the number. I don't see it breaking that ever. I think Ford is going to just keep going up. Right now, the volume on Ford is very bullish. It's moving up. This is the time of year to be jumping in this name. So if you're a dividend investor and you're interested in a good stock, you got a 4.5% dividend on Ford right now. If it pulls back, you may even get to 5%. You got a great company that's stable, and it'll be a great value add to your portfolio. Another interesting fun fact about Ford is it outperformed the S&P this year. I believe it was 31% from its low to its high. Tremendous gain. You would never think, in the beginning of the year, Ford was going to outperform the S&P 500. My target in the short term is $13.80, unless we get some kind of a death cross reversal that brings us all the way back down to the 50-day moving average and it holds, only to make higher highs. I think Ford is going to go all the way up, maybe scale back a little bit, and then form new highs going forward. And in 2026, I think Ford is going to outperform what it's doing right now. So if you're looking for a stock that's cheap on the entry, it's got a good dividend, it's got good fundamentals, a great forward PE, all the elements of a stock that doesn't have much side to go down, but has a lot of potential to go up, Ford is my pick. Again, I am a momentum trader generally, but I just had to jump in on Ford. I felt the need this morning to get this off my chest. I wrote an article on Talk Markets about it. You can see it in the description and link below. You can follow me in the Stocks with Josh Discord as well for all my plays, tips, and trades. I will be happy to share with all of you. Have a great day, everybody. And as always, trade safely.
I don't need recognition. I'm on a mission.